Hi, I'm Mason Mullenberg, and you're watching Eagle Zone Live. Winter isn't officially here on the calendar, but the winter weather has definitely arrived. And this year, it's not just snow, but plenty of ice. Eagle Zone's Yandel Martinez talks with the school resource officer about driving in these conditions.
With this dangerous issue of driving in the snow and ice can come accidents, but school officials want to avoid those. Parking lots in South Dakota this time of year can resemble skating rinks. So can roads.
Just slow down. There's no rush, especially at the end of the day. You're not going to get out of here anyway.
Central Resource Officer John Kernan tries to be in or near the parking lot as school lets out each day to make sure students are driving slowly and carefully. With all the snow and ice early, it's especially important this year. Kernan's efforts go along with the student group SAD, Students Against Destructive Decisions. Elizabeth Ketterling is the group advisor.
For as long as I remember, we've done a 3D month in December to focus on distracted driving and drunk driving during the holidays so we can ask everyone to be safe and stay alive for their family.
But with conditions like this, accidents do happen. And if you hit someone, the way you respond does matter.
Anytime you think you collided with a car, maybe caused damage, highly important that you stay with that and contact law enforcement and let them know that you believe you struck a car. That way we can come out and take a look at it and check on the damage. If not, it turns into a hit and run situation.
And with cameras and other students all over campus, witnessing what takes place in this parking lot, you will get caught and any problem you face will get worse. Of course, slowing down is the big tip Kernan gives students, but he has more advice related to parking. He has taken accident reports where students hit another car while pulling into a parking spot. So he's asking students to take wide turns into those parking spots to avoid that situation.
Thanks, Yandel. Alongside all the traffic safety, the student group SAD is also raising awareness for drunk driving. SAD put up a tree in the Commons which they call the Tree of Life, decorated with ornaments that represent the losses of former students because of drunk driving. The Aberdeen Central High School Orland Turp team is back with strong results from the State Orland Turp Festival in Watertown. The students earned a superior rating in each of the 7 categories entered, earning the school a Team Excellence Award. But their season isn't over. After state students prepare for the national season, we'll have a story with a coach and a competitor about that leg of their season next month. It's Christmas concert season. You just listened to Central's choirs joining for their traditional holiday concert finale. The orchestra concert is still coming up, and there are still elementary schools with Christmas concerts. Visit the school web pages to see details and times for dates. If you've looked at the school's social media pages, you might have seen images of someone dressed in football gear while playing the trumpet. Let's learn more.
Every fall, you can watch the marching band at their halftime field show. From their hats, jackets, shiny instruments, and knee pads?
I'm the only one in band and football.
Marching band, that is. There's another student who's in cheerleading and marching band. But what about the mentality that you're either an athlete or a music kid?
Well, I have to say that while those two can feel very distinct, at the same time there's a lot of similarities between the two, and we work very hard with our student athletes to be able to have them perform in music ensembles as well. We work with coaches, we communicate back and forth, and the students that we do have that work in both areas work very hard to excel in both of those areas.
The new culture of the world is if you want to be good at one thing, you have to quit all your other things. I don't believe that whatsoever. I think you're not just a fine arts person or in debate or whatever it would be, or in athletics. You can do multiple things and still have a ton of success.
Which brings us back to junior Landon Matson, who isn't going to define himself as just an athlete or musician or anything else for that matter.
Yes, I would encourage everyone to just do whatever they want. So if you like it, I would encourage you to do it because it really just helps you get out there, especially for those freshmen that are new to the school. It really helps you meet upperclassmen that can help you throughout classes and stuff like that.
For this interview, we pulled him out of weight training. A different block might have been banned. After school,
I do debate and then also track and field where I do the events of shot put and discus.
Does that make him cool among teenagers? I don't know. But I do know that he's thinking well beyond his status in high school.
It definitely helps me with time management because it like makes me have to learn time management skills, as I have to balance the football, the band, and homework that I get from school.
And college preparedness. Another thing on his mind, whether he's tackling or marching on the field.
Matson says he's also hoping his choices help him with college applications, as they see he is a diverse student who can handle time well. The Dakota Prairie Museum has a new exhibit, and its goal is to help with education. The Bunch Rock Gallery is a new addition that highlights global biodiversity. The new display exposes visitors to animals from all around the world, and it also teaches about their history. One example is an interactive display where students can learn about the bison's impact in shaping our part of the country. The exhibit opened this week, and there will be a grand opening celebration December 20th. We'll have a full story about the exhibit and future plans for the museum in January. Central High School is trying to build a bridge between students and their goals for the future. One of the programs connects kids with skills they use to get a job in the Aberdeen community. Eagle Zone's Logan Glodry explains.
The Project Skills program partners with local businesses to give the students some on-the-job training. The work ranges from welding to retail and custodial work. These jobs help students learn workplace responsibility and independence. Emma Pearson's fun personality is known to people around Central High School. People at My Place Hotel are getting to see it too, as she works there through Project Skills.
I learned how to clean more, fold more, and a lot of customer services.
Classmate Paisley Luce is learning hands-on at Fringe Hair Salon.
Learning how to cut people's hair, trim beards, dye hair.
Jessica Glodry is a special education teacher who runs the program.
We work to identify students' areas of interest for employment, and then we work to place them out on jobs here in the community.
Students need to be 16 to participate in Project Skills. They earn 2 elective credits for 250 hours of work where they are also paid.
You have to apply and be accepted into Voc Rehab here in Aberdeen.
That's a program under the state's Department of Human Services. Ideally, the skills they are learning on these jobs help them transition to work after high school. Central is currently working with 18 students through this program. 13 of them have a job placement here in the community.
Thanks, Logan. To qualify for Voc Rehab, you need a disability that interferes with getting or keeping a job. That can include a learning disability, health condition, or more. But we'll be right back with sports after this message created by Intro to Audio and Video students.
Many drivers are distracted behind the wheel every day. And it only takes a second. In school, it's a lesson. On the road, it's a life.
Welcome back. Winter sports teams are just starting to compete. Wrestlers and gymnasts have had their first competitions of the season, and the basketball teams start this week. Eagle Zone's Abdallah Osman talks with girls basketball players about their season ahead.
The girls' basketball team is eyeing success this year. It's been young in the past, but those young players are now veterans with a lot of experience.
This is my 5th year now playing. I want to go to that state tournament. It's been something I've dreamed of since I watched now our head coach play in the state tournament, and they go win it. Like, it's always been a dream of ours since we were little, and we're ready to go make that a reality this year. And with the right mentality and coming to practice every day, we're ready to do it.
Players know they need to work for that success.
What we need to be successful right away in the season and carry over through the rest of the season is taking everything we got from last year and not starting on the note that we lost our playoff game in a last-second shot. That needs to be our fuel and our fire, and not our reason that we're just not going to go play hard.
The team is known throughout the state for its strong play in the post, but it's been working to boost all play on the court.
Last year we gained a lot of experience, so I think this year the biggest difference will just be like confidence-wise, I think, and everyone just being a little more confident on the court.
It's not a one-person game. I mean, if you look at the games we won last year, it wasn't won by one person. Our stats are spread out through the whole team onto our bench, and that's very important for us.
As the team starts this season and I stay down the road, Report for Eagles on Live, I'm Abdullah Osman.
The basketball teams play the Rapid City Schools this weekend. The girls play in Aberdeen and the boys travel west for their games. And that's all for this episode of Eagle Zone Live. You can always watch our stories on the Eagle Zone Aberdeen YouTube channel or by scrolling down to the Eagle Zone section of the school district website. That's aberdeen.k12.sc.us. We'll leave you this week with more video from the new exhibit at the museum. With Eagle Zone Live, I'm Mason Mullenberg. See you next time.